All right, are we here? No. Oh. Lunches. Here I am. Yes. How was your stream yesterday? Did you achieve whatever you were working towards? I wasn't really... I couldn't stay and look. I'm so bad. I added a few things last night. Sounds good. Yeah, I actually added like yeah, I added this move, which is like a really fast slide, which you can jump out of and get it like some pretty nice like. Sort of a last edition thing, or last addition, I should say. There gotta be. Gotta love the slide. I think I should be able to get down here. Slide over here to kill... I guess I might need some like other stuff as well. I think we gotta write down a few things. I wanted to aim for like lunch, but I think there's so many things that I want to do that maybe end of day instead. Flippin'. Yeah, thank you. It's one of those things where what the heck? Oh, okay. I'm trying, you know, to love the art. I think I fixed some of the issues I had with the art yesterday by adding like some sky and then tweaking the color of stuff, maybe making things a little bit darker. Desaturating the greens a little bit. Just trying generally to make it look a little bit more aesthetic. There's some... I'm reusing sounds for the wrong things now. Also, which is whatever. So great. So I'm going back and forth. I think maybe the game looked better in the previous iteration where everything was dark. But here you can more clearly see everything. With the art style, it's really important to have possibilities of seeing fucker. It's already not good. So my previous record had slightly different AI for the enemies, which meant that they kind of bunched up more. Like in this last thing where you're supposed to like grenade them to dead. Yeah. Best version yet. Feels very consistent now. Yeah. Thank you. Great. Love to hear it. So the things that I want to handle today. Let's write things down. Obsidian. Where are you? Here? So I already have this like priority list. Now it's like the last stuff, I guess. We got to figure it out. What should we listen to today, by the way? Do we do maybe some Pliny? Sorry. Balrog says, I told my girlfriend she drew her eyebrows too high. She seemed surprised. I don't know. Like, the thing is, I had like 3 good ones. I think that one is okay. But I had like 3 good ones, but I forgot them. And I was like, I'm gonna counter Balrog with these. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So let's write some things down. When playing the game, let's just boot it up and talk about it while we're thinking about it. I think the most important part is, I think level 1 is good. We can strike that out. Level 2, meh. So maybe some designing, tweaking of numbers for the other levels to be fun. And then I'm thinking about polish stuff such as there's no effect when you're picking up ammo pickup effect is something that I want. I want something that just like does something. And then like when you're hitting people, they just flash white. Oh, the slasher slash effect or visual needs to be done. Visual? Whatever. Because that's not very visible. Then I hit them, and then enemies spawn in, and as if you're looking straight at them, generally enemies spawn in on the other side. And you're not really gonna see. You can see that, but if that guy was on the other side, like I know the next enemy is gonna spawn like here. Like kill this guy. I can see them spawn there, and then I can go like around and kill them. Spawn effect is something that I really want. And then I think it's sort of a wind slash. That's how I imagined it. Ground spikes would be cool though. Use a database. Yeah, it's a good one. There is, so you can use this power shot thing. When you have this, you can like zoom in and just like shoot, which does a lot of damage and kills enemies immediately. However, there is no effect for the rail. And now we're getting into like, oh shit, there's actually a lot of things to do here. The grenade explosion sucks. It's kind of hard to see even. It's like you do that and I don't know. So and then we have like slasher, we can put it by the slasher stuff. Slashers sometimes get stuck on walls when pushed by grenade. Should fall down. Fucking. Oh, sorry. Cough. Should fall down into water and die is the idea. So yeah, and also like grenade graphics, just the grenade or the throw there. Then we got like, how does the muzzle flash feel at this point? It's not great. It's hit effects on walls. Hit effects on enemies. Hit effects on weak spot hits. So it's like we have quite a few things to toy with here, and like 3 hours. So I don't know. Let's put a later list here and just put things in there that we're not gonna. I really also wanted to get the rail the grenade for effect. Which I don't know what it should be. Oh, also the tri-skull looks worse. What am I missing? What? How should we prioritize this list? I think there's let's not get too philosophical here, but I think there is some tension between the end game, which is like speedrunning stuff. If I had a grenade there, that would have been great. Here's what I want to do. I want to throw the grenade and then just rail it, and it should explode in a huge explosion and do like massive damage. That can't be that hard to do. I want that pretty bad. But it's like if you just play the game to finish a level, let's say level 3, it's not super easy to just win. But here you actually get to interact with some of the mechanics of the enemies, like the slashers, for example. But if you look at a speedrun of any of the levels, really, but specifically level 1, which I have somewhat optimized, you will find that you rarely see the enemies do any kind of where did they go? This is also a problem, like with some levels. You never want it to be that people have to look for the enemies. But here I actually have to like dodge and do some stuff, like play the game. Oh, there's no health pickups either. I wonder if I should just add a little bit of health to every kill or something for simplicity. One down. Oh, that's gonna be death. No, I've made it. I got it. 83 seconds for world first. But like, compare that to the speedrun. No attack. No attack. No attack. No attack. What? I missed to pick up the thing. Ah. Crud. Very few attacks. Like, there is a tension between what the game is to play at the casual level and at the like end game speedrun level. Those kind of don't work together quite. That's like my main design issue that I'm thinking about right now. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna just pick a better seed for level 2. That's, I think, a good idea. So let's see. I think level 2 has 100 size. Hello, Chibani. What is up? 80 size. We can just pick out Renaros. What is up? This is a level. It's kind of hard to see what's going on with in the preview here, but it's. I haven't quite figured out what makes a good level, but I think a tall center is bad because of sightlines. It's probably not this one. It is interesting. It doesn't have quite the same like walkway-y look as some of the others. This one is pretty small. It doesn't have a lot of the... Maybe. Right? It's... I'm not sure I like these that much. I want it to look different from the first level too. So we're just hand-picking some seeds. And seeing... It's too complex. Way too complex. It has the same kind of shape. Why do all of them have this shape? Because there is something wrong. Okay, then... let's reopen. So light here. Yeah, welcome. There seems to be some errors that happen. No? Why are there still things here then? Like, yeah, the mirror is there, but these are... Where are they in the... There's just like some leftover shit there. Strange. I don't want it quite this tall. So that's a way to see more of it. It's pretty small. It's got this raised center part, which I don't necessarily like. This has like the jump over and then a tall section. Let's try 11 for level 2. And just see how it plays. I kind of like this, like, two... Okay. I guess the spawning pattern works. So I think what happens is that you get pretty long sight lines. There's a little bit up here of like something. Another one like heal on hit. I think I like this one now. Maybe there's something about the way this works, but it's kind of a simple design. I wonder if we should increase the... Where's the... It's over here. 62 seconds. Yeah, I think this one works. I think you can learn this one. So okay, let's keep that. And then we got. I wonder if there is a version of it that has like 100 instead, just to have some extra piece. That makes it look a little bit less bad, I guess. Do you try 120 on this? No. Let's do a 100. Just to get that little extra thing there. Cool, I'm happy with that. Level 3 then. What do we start with? 100, and then we start with 123. What does that look like? 123 and 100. Yeah, it's the same. Yo, Manglo! This one has the problem of like a lot of height in the center. I don't know why it starts screwing up like that. There's some error that happens. This one has the height stuff on the ends. I can see some fun like sliding action here. Naming the levels is a good idea. We should. We should name them and have like a big text that comes up. $128 is not bad. It crashed. This one, but bigger? No. This is ugly. This has something. It's like a lot of like space here. There's some shortcuts you can take. 132, 150. Let's try that for level 3. Ah, fell off. It'd be nice if the ground slam actually did something. Also, when you fall off, I don't want you to immediately fall down. That's a thing we can fix. Slide shouldn't immediately dive after losing grounding. So like you gotta be ungrounded for a while for this down to apply. But I think this could be. Let's see if we can do like a good run of it. It's gotta be a bit like. It's over here. Where's the... It's here. I should be picking that up, going back. They got me. Miss. I think one of the must-haves is the coloration of the effects on the slasher shots. Sliding a bit on the water, it's interesting. Like a water run. That could be pretty cool, actually. I don't think we'll do it for now, but I think the thing that happens, let's demonstrate it on level 1, because I know a good place for it. So here, we can do like stand up here, and then we hold, and then it just immediately drops down. Or if I'm doing this, it doesn't feel that good. I'm gonna try putting in a quick it's duck for some reason. I'm gonna put in a little check to see we have been ungrounded for a little bit before it starts going down. Or we can't start it until we... Yeah, that's maybe a better... So you gotta like press the button, release and press the button again for it to do that. I like that. var has released duck since started sliding is true. If not input is action pressed, duck and then this gets set to when we do slide. set to false. And then here we say and has released duck since started sliding, and we have it pressed. Oh, we got double-handed. I kind of don't like all the pop-ups here. I think I want to learn how to, or learn to put the and on the next line. So idea now being that I should be able to start up here. You go to, and then just like keep sliding like this. That feels much better. Instead of just like falling down there. Good. I think level 3 is okay. The spawn lists, it would be cool if sometimes Tri-Skulls were paired with like 2 Seekers, for example. So it's a little bit harder. And instead of 3 Tri-Skulls, let's do a little bit more like this. Yeah. Let's take a look at the list. Rail the grenade. So we can do this. Explosion. Duplicate it. Super explosion. That's good. Explosion, and then like damage is like 666. Max radius is like 30 or something. And then we'll do like on the grenade. Let's have a function that's like shoot or super explode, which is more or less the same as the explosion, but it uses another prefab. Let's go to grenade prefab here. Grenade. And then link up super explosion. And then it's just a matter of knowing if we're shooting something that has... We'll just check if what we're hitting is a grenade, because we're gonna do that with the rail, for example. Yes. Okay, so pistol. If we are railing and we're hitting not a hitbox, we could put a hitbox in, I guess, which is not a bad idea because it will it's a bigger part of it. So the hitbox needs a oh, it needs health? Oh, whatever. That's okay. Hitbox needs a collision shape. We can make it a sphere, if I know where that is. And then we make it bigger so you don't have to be as precise. And I think this needs to be an area, which it already is. And then health, we don't have health, so we'll add health to it. We just give it 1 health. So if we just shoot it with the gun, it's not going to do anything. But if we do hit it, and the parent of the hitbox is a grenade, then something like that. So we get a hitbox. If we are railing, if hitbox get parent is grenade, hitbox get parent as grenade, super explode. I think I have a sheet in too. So we can like throw the grenade and then just like smash it. Didn't work because why? The grenade is on a layer that I should. Well, I guess if we put it on the enemy layer, maybe we'll hit it with a rail. Throw the grenade, rail it, nothing happens. Done. Okay, grenade can be on layer 1, but the hitbox need to be on layer 3. Maybe. I think we killed it, but I didn't see a super explosion. See if it says super explode. It might be that we have to like make it work differently. Super explode. So that does work. It's just a matter of what's the max radius doing? Is this like expanding to that radius? It's update shapes with phase and then phase times max radius times 0.5. Is out. Just not very visible, I guess. Let's try it on the top or like upside. Throw, shoot it. It works. It's just invisible on the bottom. Why did I do that? I need the throw. It just annihilates the enemies, but the visibility of this is not great. I think we can do it by animating something. We have this. Does this have like how does it animate the? It's like the because here it's more or less white. Hello Rift. Does Godot have a built-in physics system which supports cross-platform determinism? No. Cartoon style text. Yeah, that fits. That fits. I think it doesn't have a deterministic physics system. It does use Jolt, which is in like I don't have time to quite go into it. But I think Jolt can be deterministic. Simulation runs deterministically, so you could replicate simulation to a remote client by merely replicating the inputs. But I think Godot Jolt is not deterministic from... Jolt offers deterministic simulations. Godot Jolt is not able to make such guarantees. Simulations in Godot Jolt may look deterministic, but may even happen to be deterministic. But should not be relied upon if determinism is a hard requirement. Not sure why. Ask Mihe on various platforms. Yep. I'm not using any such... Well, I'm... For, like, the grenade, I think I'm using actual physics, for example. It's a rigid body. But, for most things, I'm just using, like, capsules. What are they called? Kinematic bodies? Character bodies? So, next up. Super Explode works. Make it look good. So we had this... grenade explosion effect thing. So here we can clearly see what the problem is. If we don't have any lights, it looks like this. Invisible. So one way of doing it is to animate it in a shader and have a slider that we just control from inside of the explosion code, like from this tween here. We can just set, for example, sphere mesh. What's it called? The set instance shader parameter. Face over face, something like that. And then it will go from something. Tween method takes from. It probably should be like 0. We should do the radius add on to face min face 0.25 or something. But maybe this scale here can be driven by just have max radius, and then face will fade it in and out using this parameter. This is what I'm thinking. I have some ideas how to do this. So we're gonna make a shader that has this face thing on it. So this explosion, let's call this like super explosion. No spaces. This material. Let's make a shader material out of this. New shader. Assets, shaders, effects, explosion GD shader. And I'm gonna figure it out. Ooh, I didn't know this. Cool. Learning things every day. Gotta look at some other things. So it's like render mode we wanna... unshaded is a good start. And then vertex... right, so we want the face instance... Can you see this behind the chat? There we go, that's better. instance uniform vec3, no, float face, hint range 0 through 1 with no steps. Then we can say like vertex plus equals normal times face, and then some value, for example. Not sure why you're so angry. Expected us. Ah. There we go. So now, if I'm not mistaken, we will have instance shader parameters here. We can drag this and make it as big as we want it to be. Base, and then this would be nice to have like a texture on the surface that's sort of noisy. So let's create that. So we do uniform. I don't even know how to do that, but it's like texture. Noise texture. We don't need that. Linear map repeat enable. Sure. Now we just create ourselves a little noise texture 3D here. Let's make it new fast noise. This is okay. Perlin cellular I think looks more like that. So there's also the ridged version somewhere, I think I saw. But I don't know how that... Oh, look at that. Okay. That's okay, but we want it to be... There's somewhere you can put in like seamless. That's good. Great. Let's map it onto the surface. Let's have our own little UV here. There we go. So now we have our little noise map on there. And now we can use like face to control some stuff. So I like the idea of having an alpha scissor threshold and have that be like phase, but it's like 1.0 minus phase, so it's higher and higher. And then we set alpha to noise R, for example. All the channels are going to be the same. So now that we do this, it's the opposite of what I want. It was actually phase. Yes, of course. So it kind of breaks up like that. That's not a bad start, I think. If we look at it like this, I think it's gonna look pretty cool. But we need an offset here, like 0.5, not 5, 0.5. So, oh, negative. But I don't know. Let's figure it out. And then the color could be like also multiplied by phase, but 1 minus phase. So we get like a dulling of the color. However, it doesn't seem to do a lot. We could do like a curve that we sample according to phase, where it does more and then fades out. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Let's do another sampler. This should be like the phase curve. Is that how you do it? New curve texture. Just red. New curve. We can like have. We wanted to go from 0 through 1, but we want it to be like quite fast in the beginning. Maybe not even starting at 0 here. Let's try that. Sample the phase curve. I'm dumb. Texture. Phase curve. Vec2 phase 0 should give us the thing, and then we can do stuff like this times curve. However, I think that's the opposite of what we want for that. Now that actually looks pretty good. For the sake of what? Okay. Damn it. I was thinking I could just do this to get an actual like linear. I think I like that. Cool. However, let's make it redder if it's above, and greener if it's below or something. This means we need to have like a world position here. Gotta saturate it so it doesn't go negative. There's no saturate though, which sucks. So do a clamp. World position like this. Did I screw up? Yes. Copy. So here we can do like maybe we should just have two colors, like uniform So it's like goes white, and then if it's above, so the contrast color would be green, and then it would go towards black and fade out with the alpha scissor thing. And if it's below, we do the red. So we do 2 colors, one above and one below. So it's a vec4 above color, source color, 1 0 0 1, and then we got below color 0 1 0 1, and then we'll make do like a vec4 color equals mix mix above to, well, let's do below color to above color, and then we just do like a clamp of world position y between -1 and 1. Then we use that instead of noise RGB. So that doesn't seem to work. Oh, right. So this needs to be clamped between 0 and 1 because it's a mix, which means we have to offset this by, is it -1? Also, why is it not green? It should be also like at 0s, which means it... So... Okay... You can see a little bit of green in there, but... Why isn't it red down here? This needs to be divided by 2. Here we can see the color and how it's not like changing. So we want to push a negative value. What even is this size? Transform. If we move it 1 meter up, what happens? It goes there. So yeah, it's okay. Do this. I think it is correct. It's just not that big. So a negative value of -1 will now be 1. Will be 0. And then a value of 1 will be 2. So we divide it. It should be correct. I think it's correct. Yeah. So if this is like above, we'll get this color. If it's below, we'll get this color. And then we'll blend in some other stuff. Wouldn't it be nice if the somehow the noise needs to be offset somehow, like clamp it and then we multiply it by like 5. I don't necessarily like the we don't have time to tweak it forever, so let's move it up so we don't have to look at the. Now this value should be back down to 0.1. No, 0.25. 0.125. Wait, when it's above, it should be the other color. I think we messed up. Above it should be green and below it should be red. That's how it should be. Cool. I think culling will look better once we get into and also I don't think it should go quite black as fast. How does it become black even? It's because of this. I'm gonna change my take on this guy. I think it should be speeding up. Yes, but no, that's not quite as extreme. Color equals dot normal camera larger than or equal to lerp face. So you would do like another color on the back facing stuff. I think that would be cool. But it's normally gonna be intersecting with stuff and stuff, so I don't know. It's also gonna be like animated like this. Maybe we should put that in here as well. You can just this, I think, might be bad. We need two curves, really. It could be that we bake this everything in the same curve. Change this into like a curve XYZ instead, and use the first one for whatever we had, and then size is a different one. What did we break? Face curve. So we get like float, face, size is gonna be curve.r, I guess. I think it's too angry with me still. It's a vector. Still no. Face size. There we go. So now we can make like X is gonna be, or red is gonna be the size. So we're gonna just, if we just do this, it's gonna be like growing. And I want it to be growing fast. And then slowing down. Almost like this. Now the second curve, this is what we're going to use for G here to make it work. Which makes it very obvious that we want this to be much faster. But maybe like fast and then continue growing. Like this. Could even decrease a bit maybe. I don't know what the duration is, probably like a second, so that's pretty good. So the other part is we are sampling noise now. So we could add noise here to this. So it's like noise times noise dot R. For example, if we wanted to do that. 1.0 plus noise R times 1 minus phase, for example. I don't know, or just phase? And if we're really evil, we would also do like uv.x plus equals time. Times something. Like, if we sample the curve first, we can use time curve. I don't know if it's R or whatever it is. Yeah, it's never good to multiply time with something that changes over time because that's going to be annoying. So that doesn't work. Could we do that? That sort of does it. I think we want the at max. Yeah, it's an explosion. WPO, is that the world position offset? Oh, yeah. I think you're right. I just want a little bit of motion in it. I think to make it feel juicier. Maybe we do just this. No. It really it signals the actual like size of the explosion better this way. I would like a little kick, like it goes above and then get one of those little, but at that point I want them to be, can I not multi-select in this? Oh. Spirally dissolve, or add flow map to distort over dissolve. It would be cool to add like the UVY here. To do that. Not too bad. And then we can twist it more over time, over phase. Try invert the rotation curve to slow out. We can add another curve. We have one more channel here to work with. So what do we want to do? You seem to have a good... you seem to have a really good intuition for all this stuff. What do we want to do? We want to... yeah, I don't quite know what we're going for here. That actually looks pretty good. With some screen shake and stuff, I think this is gonna look cool. The rotation curve should slow. I don't know. I think this is good enough. So what if it was at where some part of it is like below the ground? Will that look good? No. That's okay. But maybe that first impact should be something else. Maybe a bit of wobble on that initial scale. We can do the noise. Hello. It's windy here, by the way. Holy shit. So we're obviously not gonna make it to have the release before lunch, which gives us a few more hours. Let's use the last curve to be how much noise we should have. Let's just keep it like that. We can use like noise plus noise R times, not noise, curve B. I'm a bit surprised it's diagonal. Is it because of this? No. It is because I don't even know why. I think the noise, it's like it adds a little bit of interest, but it's way too much at this point. And if we'll do this, and then we'll give it like one of those little big little big. Let's do plus instead, so it's like that looks gelatiny, which we don't want. It needs to be like a pulp. And then it needs to go down much faster. And then it needs to be less, I think. Potentially the noise should be sampled at a higher... These just turn out so freaking smooth. I want them to be rougher, or... I don't know. I don't really like this. Let's get rid of it. This is 4.3. But it's an older 4.3. Hello, Orange. Thank you. We're making a little explosion effect for shit. Let's do a little bit of a gradient over UV Y. Here I could really see how like a node using a node based thing would be pretty cool. Cool. So what we can also do is use actual light information for this. That dithering makes it look noisier than it is. It stays in this like dithered range a little bit too much. I think we can just adjust the curve to not be there. Which curve are we using? We're using G, which is this. I wonder if we want to like have it. There's also a little bit of a jerk to the rotation there. That doesn't look that good. I think we need to test it in game. I don't know. Yeah, you can make a visual shader. Yes. Thank you, Orange. So we're gonna save this material and use it for the other one as well. Save as. Assets, materials, effects, explosion. Cool. Now we're going to use it for the regular explosion as well. Quick load, explosion. No? The heck? Doesn't want to. Oh, it's the. Well, here. Present in the wrong place. There we go. So now we have 2 explosions. Let's see how they look in game. To get it, we just do this. Whoa, that was a big one. I think we need to stop, because it's not actually that big. We need to stop setting the scale here. Or think about that. So what the size we want it to be, it is like times max radius times 0.5 because of the way I've set up my scale. Let's try that. It is not older than a lot of things. That looks significantly better than missed. Let's try this. So the first thing we can do is throw the grenade and then miss. It went all the way out there. Did it also do 2 of them? Did I mess something up? So I want to like throw the grenade, shoot it, and it just explodes into that huge thing. Didn't kill this. I think it's bigger than it looks. Or it looks bigger than it is. This has radius 0.5. And collision shape should be scaled. To match. From 0.5 through face max radius. I think it just should be max radius. Right? But this has radius 0.5 and this will have, yeah, I don't understand why I would have the 0.5 there. The drawn mesh is always at max radius and then we scale it via phase, but I think I set it up to be phase starts at 0, which is, yeah, we should start it small and then move it out instead of what we're doing now, I think. This just makes it bigger using the face thing. Oh, also, I gotta use face if I wanted to. Can't have phase 2. Of course. See how that looks. That didn't look right at all. So with this, I don't need the... I kind of don't need any of these because they don't change over time. I think that makes sense too. Missed. But that looks pretty good, doesn't it? I think I have like a hotkey to give me a whole... There it is. Give me a whole bunch of these. But it is way too big, isn't it? That just like entirely kills everything. So how do we do this? We make sure that the... I offset by 0.5. Oh, what am I seeing outside? It's the sun. Holy shit. The normal. So I should like do vertex minus equals normal times 0.5. And then I add back the normal. So when it's 0? Why is it not 0? Because there's repeat enable. That's why. Now it's gonna grow to its final size and it's gonna like dissolve. It would be cool if it was whiter at the start. Like here. If we're just like moving this off the center a bit, we will have it look pretty cool. So like that. Try again. So the face goes from 0, big, and then fades out. I could see some size movement in this area. Where is the size coming from? G? R, I think. And I'm also not sampling the noise. Like I'm not using the noise, right? So screw that. Sorry. Okay, let's see if this looks more like the thing we want. I think it's press that. You're gonna run in here. I think, is it double the size that it actually is? It's a huge explosion. That's the right size, actually. Is it good enough for... I think... So yeah, O-ringed, thank you for that over on YouTube. So the reason I'm saying over on YouTube is because I don't have the chat visible, the YouTube chat visible over on Twitch on the screen. So I'm saying that a little bit. Use with caution in small levels. Yeah. I wonder if I want the pushback. Should we just get rid of the pushback for now? Or like make it really small? With super explosion, it's gonna kill everything, I guess. Anyway, let's try playing level 1 with this. Okay, so I want to do this. I pick this up, go here, shoot this guy, rail that guy, go here. Ah, don't miss that. And then this guy is gonna come here. Boom. I go around. Shoot this, and then where's that guy? Shoot that guy. And then we're gonna go around here, back off, throw a grenade, rail it. Too late because they were already at my face there, but it was still pretty good. So yeah, maybe the super grenade is a bit big. So the normal grenade has 15 radius, super explosion, maybe it could be like 25 instead of 30 because it's very big. Like throw, rail it, kill him. I'm still not sure if it's like twice the visual size than what if you're a bit further away from it, it does look correct, I think. Sweet. One more thing off our list. Let's make a commit, by the way, before we go on here. want to do like level tunings. Explosion. Is this all explosion? It's like touching every file in the game for getting the explosions going. Where you at, my friend? World. Level generator. Clear modules. Good. Save. This is... Have to release duck before slide turns into release and repress duck before slide turns into dive again. Hello Coden, what's up? I could see myself removing the text there. There we go, push it. Cool. Just communicating a little bit. Rail the grenade. Done. Ammo pickup effect. So here we have this thing. When I pick it up, I get some rail ammo. Go die. And how do I want that to look? It definitely shouldn't just disappear like that. I like the idea of like sucking it in and just flashing the screen white or something, so we get some effect from it. Player has energy, and energy is added by gain, and then gain can then talk to something else. And the... Can we make a similar little like effect, that just a particle effect or something that that we can use? Let's just try. GPU particles. We could also animate the, like, fade out the actual object. Cool. Sorry, I'm just... Particle, process material, draw passes. Let's make it facing quads, I guess. Or should we do it with like spheres or something? Would that be easier to get looking good? Could be cool if they just like did like a thing that attracted to the player. Is that possible? Do like low-res spheres, a bunch of them. Just make it like really bright. Is there a way to do attraction? Process material. Forces, accelerations. Attractor interaction. Cool. What does that mean? Am I taking water over my head, as we say in Swedish? I couldn't come up with the English version. Godot, GPU, particles, attractor. GPU particles attractor. Towards the attractor's origin or push them away from the attractor's origin. Particle attractors work in real time and can be moved, scale rotated using during gameplay. Unlike collision shapes, non-uniform scaling of attractors is also supported. Attractors can be temporarily disabled by hiding them or setting the strength to 0. GPU, not CPU. Cool. So my thinking is we could put in like an attractor in here. That we just put at the player's position when something. I don't see a lot of it happening. First, let's make this like smaller. And attractor. Do we need to like set attractor on it or something? I want like no gravity. Oh, look at that. Like 5 meters and then... Yeah, it's gonna work. Cool. We want this to be more or less like emitting like 100 particles. And we want it to be like all of them at the same time. I think that's explosiveness. Yeah. Cool. So now we want to spawn them with some offset, and then we want to aim them towards Y. Z billboard. No, just the Y to velocity. And then we want to give them some random spawning force. In like, start as a sphere. Yeah, that's pretty close to what we want. What's the size of the sphere? A little big, smaller, I mean. We want them to spawn in, is it in Y or? Kind of hard to see what's going on. We're also often going to see it like this, where it's like coming at us. Let's turn off the this first. Initial velocity, that's what we're missing. Wanna... Yeah. Something like this, and then we turn on this. It's gonna be like pulling them in, but this is too much, like 225. Yeah, we're getting there. Oh, the dust particles are attracted? I didn't think of that. Why is this on by default? Because I was thinking to just put this inside of the player thing. Let's do some scale over time. Maybe like 0.25 to 0.5. And then over time, we don't need any of the others. We can just do this, and then we can say like, start at 0, quickly go up. More quickly go up. Maybe even like have a little bit of a... Nah, this is too much. What are you doing with those rice grains? Yeah, good question. It's a little bit too many, I think. I think like half of this. Or maybe like 32 is a good number. That's too little. For 50. Even more explosiveness. Yeah, it just sucks in all the air particles as well. Interesting. So let's put this attractor inside of the player. I wonder if there is like a culling mask. Yeah. We want it to be on only layer, let's say 13. Let's do 15, whatever. And then we'll put those particles on that layer. Make sure this is yeah, good. Let's put it at the right layer. Wait, how do I set it on a layer? Oh, here, layer. 15? None of it seems to be attracted to the player. Maybe it doesn't work when it's inside of a scene. 15. Now it works. So it's decent, and then we have like let's call this like energy pickup effect, and then we could add like another effect that's just like a thing, but there's this effect GD. No, this is called like particle. One shot. Maybe that I never used that in this. So more or less, what I want to do is turn on one shot. Is this it? Yes. It's called particle effect. So we can set things to be like one shot on ready and then destroy after done. Which is what I want. One shot on ready, enable emissions on ready, destroy after done on. Cool. Now it should be only doing this once. And we can put that in our thing. Assets, no, prefabs, effects, energy pickup effect. Cool. Now we do like energy pickup, and then we'll make sure this one has a way to spawn that. Export var, pickup effects, particle effects, maybe, and then we just like instantiate the particle effect. And then we do, oh, that needs to be a packed scene. I think we just do world root add child effect effect global position equals global position. Pickup effect like this. See if it works. Pick up that, and then it doesn't look good for one. I think this guy needs to like fade out somehow before this happens. So what I could do is simply check if there's something we can animate. Could we animate the color to black or something? That's not the right part. Whatever. Okay, so it's children. Yeah, all of these I think I could just animate the Is there... What is this material? It's a standard material, and I want to animate it, which is going to be a problem. Does transparency work? Yeah, I can animate transparency. Pretty simple. Transparency work for this? It does not, but I guess this is a shader material, so we can definitely put in like a instance float fade. Or we can do that, and then we can animate the size and fade on some of these other ones, like this. I guess then what is this? It's the camera facing something. I thought it was a billboard. No, it is a billboard. Here we go. So I can like flash that, get the particle things coming out. How's the particle system in Godot versus Unity? It is different, but it is pretty good. But it's not as powerful as the like shader visual effects graph in Unity. But it's more powerful than, it's got more cool built-ins than the other one. Like the new particles in Unity, I guess. Animation player, I mean. So we can create an animation. Let's call this like pickup. And then on pickup, we will, instead of destroying ourselves, play this animation thing. So super will destroy it, I guess. What else? What does it do? Plays the pickup sound cue free. Let's just say like export var destroy on pickup bool false. True, I mean, true. If destroy on pickup queue free, and then we need to also have a var has picked up, bool is false, return not has picked up, so it doesn't like do a double, and then we make sure has picked up is true here. Now we should be able to do like animation, play pickup, wait for a bit, and then destroy. We could do a wait animation finished, I think, and then we queue free is what I'm thinking. Yeah, that could work. So let's assign the animator. And now let's animate. Can we call this something better? This is the orb. This is gonna be the glow 1. Is there more glows? This is like streak 1. What is this? Does this need to be a child of that? Can't this be like the swirl? And this be streak 2? So over, I'm gonna guess like 0.01. half a second or something, it will be entirely gone. And we'll figure out how to do that. I think we can start by just taking all of these, setting... not all of them have... Where was the transparency? Isn't that invisibility? Is it in geometry? Yes. So for all of these we want to go to geometry, transparency, create with that, and go like simplest per thing is to do that. Something is gonna like fade out over time. Streak 2, transparency, set it to 0, create the track. This is very not great. Swirl, same with that. We have the instance parameter for this, where we can set it to be like fade 1 and then 0. It doesn't work. Water done. Why can I not animate? Because doing it here works. No fade. Full fade. That worked. The glow, similar story, but we're gonna do this one a little bit more. I don't know about the orb. Can we? I sort of don't want to. Just make it white, whatever. It's easier to animate. I can see that none of this worked like it should. Transparency here should be set at 1 for the glow, and at 0. So that works. But what about the streaks and swirls and stuff? Zero. So what's left? That one. Now for the glow, I want to animate the scale. So click it in here, make it quite a bit bigger. Oh, the billboard scale needs to be on. So we do that, and then it fades out like poof. I think it's too slow. Half a second is better. Then we also have the... I'm thinking like the orb can be... Oh, that's gonna be a problem because it's like we just gotta fade it out if we can. If transparency works. It does. Cool. See if this works. I didn't see it working. It just disappeared. Oh, we didn't say it, or we didn't set it to be pickup on destroy on pickup. That's why. Okay, so the rice grains are the main issue now. I'm considering just destroying not having the rice grains and pulling the entire thing towards the player instead. How about that? So it's not spawn the effects. Instead, just like while the animation is playing, just move it to. I guess let's just try it without that. We're sort of running out of time. We gotta get moving here. It's not that important at this point. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna run and then you're gonna pick it up. And there's a sound, and that just it looks better than what we had before. Just be happy with that. Some frame rate issues. Oops. Throw. Cook. It's nice. I don't think it looks that nice, to be honest. I'll be frank. Let's just try it in context. Miss. No, I got stuck. Pick this up. We just like throw grenade. It didn't kill them. Holy moly. Didn't I hit the rail maybe? I don't like this stop screen. Let's put that on the list. End screen or like a finished screen to abrupt. Slow time, wait, then show leaderboards or something. Uh, we'll have to. It will have to do. /visual. I'm just gonna draw some textures in Photoshop. We're gonna slap them on some planes, and then we're gonna be good. And we're gonna maybe do some shader trickery. Let's do, let's say, 256. 256. Want to make transparent layer. And I want this to be something like, give me regular old pen. No? No drawing for you, my friend? Opacity 1. Here we go. I want them to look something like this. Oops. Sweet, let's use this as a start. I think I want to have like a more transparent thing here that we can sort of fade with. Let's try it. Let's start with this. Save as PNG in ocean mirror textures. Effects //. Perfect. And then we have our friend, the slash effect. And currently it's made out of this. Let's add another mesh instance, which is going to be a quad. And we're gonna use a new material. We're gonna have, I don't think we'll use any shading on this. It'll just be like whatever. And then we do transparency. I think we're gonna use alpha of the texture. Like this. Now this is not going to be visible from this side, which is something we have to solve. And we're gonna have to like color it somehow green, I guess. Depending on which side you are. So yeah, we're gonna need a custom thing for that. Let's just see how it looks with this. To find any obvious like issues, or not so obvious issues, I guess. We'll just stand here. This guy is gonna teleport over. And they're gonna start throwing these at us. Yeah, so first of all, they're not visible from the back. Let's fix that. Now I can see it like that. We could have two and just slightly like rotate them. Okay, I'm apparently not smart enough. But it's not going to be super visible even like this, right? We could do something like this to make them visible on the ground. Considering like creating like a texture or like a mesh for this instead, because this is never gonna be quite as visible as we want it probably. Let's try that. They're kind of static looking, but they're very visible. Got a little bit of fringing issues around the edges, so maybe that slasher slash can have you don't do it there. Maybe it's on the material then. No. How do you set up the repeating, non-repeating thing? We don't have time, so we'll do that the simple way. We just like don't have things on the edge of this here. View pattern preview. What? I see. Is there a view in here? No, not the tiling. I want it to be... I want the sampler here. Filter, not repeating. There we go. That fixes the issue I'm having. That's fairly visible from multiple sides. However, Wish I could have Photoshop file support. I guess I got to, because I want to do something like this. Give it a little bit more. But these probably should be at lower opacities. We'll just merge them down. Yeah, that gives it a little bit more. So how do we like make a shader that wobbles things over space or something? Or what's the... How can we make it animate? Is this using this now, or do I have to link up all of the ones? It just seems like it did copy over. Cool. Ah, but I shouldn't have. I should make it convert it into... Let's undo that. This is like convert to shader material first and then save as slasher projectile. Weird that it includes those when it's not really... There's no shading on. Also, don't understand why their preset doesn't have like spaces between things. Cull disabled. We don't need diffuse. We don't need that. We need just unshaded. There we go. So we can get the world position. We can like wobble it somehow over. That is an idea. Kind of do something with it. Also, this shader, doesn't that need to be saved somewhere? Maybe not. We could scroll. We could scroll a noise texture over it. That could be a good idea. That's probably nice. So we want to just copy these over. No. Copy. Paste. Paste. No, that doesn't copy. I want this. And I want... No, I want this. And then I want another... I like to call them like noise texture. Let's do another one. It's probably okay. This is not copied over to all of the things. It's because it's broken, maybe. So I think the shader material now lives here. You just need to apply it to all of those. There we go. Now we could use object position to offset all this noise UV. So that if I move this, it will do something like this. That was the idea, at least. Maybe it should be negative. It feels like it moves across. But if I'm moving it diagonally, it will have a different speed than if I do this. Which is not great. Wonder, so they're gonna be moving with the same speed all the time? Why don't we just do time something here? I gotta do it in local space somehow. I'm a bit torn on how I want this to look. Do I want it to be like stretched? The other thing we can do is to say, instead of setting the alpha, maybe albedo is something like just the albedo. Then we add to alpha the noise, and we subtract also like base UV dot X. I was thinking to UV slurp noise UVX. What does that mean? UV to UV plus noise. So it kind of wobbles it a bit. That could be a good idea. But I want to do alpha is, first of all, we're going to fade out the alpha towards the back. So UV, maybe base UV dot X. That should make it like that exactly. And then we'll multiply that with albedo tex A. So we get this. And then we subtract like noise R from that. But we're having some clamping problems, maybe? Do I have to... So now this needs to be times 2 or something? Times 1.25. And then distortion towards the tail. UVs equals lerp UV. We put that into called mix here. Yes, I think so. I'm still not. It still doesn't like this. This noise isn't sampled yet. Do we want it to be in X and Y then? So let's remove this and maybe like make it bigger. Ooh, dude, this is gonna look pretty cool. But I wonder if we need a POW here or something. Or there's definitely this, but no, that makes it stronger. Should it be? Should that be in there? That looks pretty sick. Like with a better texture, this could look good. Good call. Thanks. They're still feeling a bit thin, but I think in the action... You should always be here and just guiding me through visual effects stuff. This is one of my like weak spots, especially in 3D. In 2D I can do like pixel art stuff, make it look pretty juicy. The trick is to put the dome over the front. Yeah, I have something like that. There's like effects meshes, a bowl. I don't know. This is not going to work with this material, but We have a thing. Actually, this was at the right angle. It was not what I was thinking, but that looks pretty cool. Was not it. I want to flip it in what direction? Is it X? Is it Y? Is it Z? It's Z. Still exhibiting some of that like flatness. I think also this needs to be 2 or something. Let's take a look in game. The other part is we need to make this red in the green dimension so it sticks out more. And we'll do it the same way we've done things before. We'll just simply do albedo above and albedo below. We'll steal this. Yeah, let's do above color and below color then. The black one looks almost cooler. Above, we want it to be red. No, above we want it to be green. Here somewhere. And below we want it to be red. So it should be like here. We can sort of see what's happening if we're doing this. The red one goes to white quicker. I don't know why. See if this works. Bury it partially underground. Use a depth fade. Yeah. Is that how slow is that? How slow is looks good. It clips weirdly. You can see. Also, why are you not like? Hello? Here I'm here. Thank you. It clips the horizon strangely. Is that because the... I don't know, we'll fix that later, I think. CPU might be rougher? No, it wouldn't. You wouldn't read. There is another thing we could do. There is one simple thing would be to do the whole just put a light in there and have the light blend it better to the ground. There's also decals, and I don't have many, so we could do a decal on the ground that just like a light blob. It's actually pretty easy to do. The problem is we need to show this in world somehow. Let's bring in some tests thing. The cube 5 meter, maybe. Put it here. Unfortunately, it's got a bit of a color problem. Or maybe if I... So bright, the lights. I gotta have a light in here then too. There we go. Cool, we'll get rid of this. Decal, textures, emission, the glowy offset, maybe. We can turn this around, scale it. This modulate will have to be on the... See if this works. It's really hard to have both GPU bound, and because one of them is going to limit the other. So the decal here definitely binds it more to the ground. I think the whole thing could use a little bit of a particle thing. So transparent stuff doesn't write to the I play Destiny, yep. Exploded head taking guys? Yes, I think so. I don't know. Maybe I'm misinterpreting the word bound, but if you take it as CPU bottlenecked, so either the CPU is the bottleneck or the GPU is a bottleneck. You can't really perfectly balance them. Just how little do one have to wait for the other? Yeah. Like it's probably like back of my head, optimist, like stolen more or less. This works. The only thing I feel like doing is to modulate this according to above or below. Well, let's just put it in here. So like export var decal, call it ground decal, and set up the colors to be what is this color? It's like full green. So ready, decal, ground decal modulate. Do we have process? I don't think it can transfer between, but it's not that big of a deal. Let's just do color.red lerp towards color.green over global position Y clamped something like that, right? So let's do this calculation again. So -1 becomes 0, which is, it should be red. If it's below the ground, red would be more visible, and above the ground, green would be more visible. Should work. I can get rid of all this shit. Decal is set up. Let's see if it works. Give me green decals. Nice. Now you give me red decals. Works like a charm. First try. So I'm actually speaking of where would it be? Here maybe? No. Not that file. This? Yeah. These are the sketches I did for these guys. These exploders, which don't exist yet, super inspired by the... what are they called? They're called something like explode... They're not exploding thralls. They're like... yeah, I don't know. There are things in here. Thanks. Yeah, I don't do it enough. Cursed Thrall, thank you. Do you play Destiny currently? I'm sort of... like, I've never played... I've never been, like, raiding or anything. I just played mostly solo. This is trash, though. But, yeah, I was thinking about, like, wizards, and there's definitely some... these are kind of similar to the harpies, with a triangular shape and turning and stuff like that. They're much bigger, so maybe they're like something. See, like player level 3, where it's more of an issue. There is what I think I've turned off. Did I turn off the glow? It is on. Have more glow and just blend everything together a little bit more. Ooh, they turn blue a little bit when... Also, my frame rate is trash now for... Like, it doesn't feel like it runs at 240. Feels like a uneven 60 or maybe 90 or something. I think the grenade might, or like that might be a bit of a it's called something when you have like what's it called, a dominant strategy. Thank you, Optimist. Yeah, it's a meta. It's like something that's not hard to do that is really, really good. Let's see if the Photoshop, closing Photoshop usually solves any... Yeah, it did. I want to play like level 3 again. This kills everything in one. But I wonder if you can always do it quickly, because you already have to like pick up shit. And you can't like hit anyone in the meanwhile. And it does take 2 energy. So yeah, I don't know. I like a little bit of some dots up there, like stars or something. This would be a good way of doing it. Where's the other one? There. At least the pickups are pretty pretty visible. Okay. It's starting to work a little bit. Gozumi. I think what we're gonna do is make a bunch of levels like this. Either with, I don't even know if we're gonna do like randomized seeds for them or something. These ones should die in like 2 body shots. So what's the record on this level? 24 seconds? No, that's level 1. Level 3 is 84 seconds. See if we can beat that. Got them all. Whoop. I thought I had two charges. I did not. Got him. Boom. That's worse. Damn it. Thank you, Wills. I think things are starting to like come together a little bit. Yeah. I'm starting to like where we're at. Let's do like a commit here of slasher burning pile of trasher. Let's. I don't even know if I need to commit this, but let's do it. Slasher projectiles visuals. Push it. I agree, Chibani. That's good. Slasher visual. They don't have a teleport visual. Which is annoying. I have a lunch with some buddies in half an hour. So I need to leave in maybe 15 minutes. Let's take a 1 minute break. I just gotta get something to drink and such. Be right back. Isn't the attack animation doing something sound on the player before leaving the slasher? You mean like the sound plays? Gotta have one. Seems to be relatively well timed. Maybe a bit late, maybe. Yeah, I think it was the other one, but it's also not entirely obvious where the sound is coming from. So we'll figure it out. So apparently we're going to eat at KFC. I have no idea. I've never been there. It's not quite what I would be going for, but it's all right, I guess. What should I eat? KFC. .new? KFC is good. It's fried. Ooh. I could go for something like that. Interesting. The grenades are just spheres that doesn't really have... If they could have like a trail or something, they would look a lot more... But there's no trail renderer built into here, I think. We do with particles. I'm gonna, as they say, just go and say create a new material. Let's make it like the same here, like unshaded. That's a good start, and then we'll add like a trail of GPU particles. Do we do... I guess we're gonna need quite a few if we want to make it look good. Let's make spheres, but kind of low. Where is it? Sphere mesh. Let's make it pretty low segments, like 8 by 8 or something. And that is too low. Is it 10 or something? Because they're not looking... Well, it doesn't really matter. Let's do another... like, material... Make it unshaded. I don't want gravity, which is going to be a problem because we're not going to see what's going on now. And we're going to need a longer rate, maybe a lower lifetime, and like like 100 per or something. So it's like doing this. I'm not really digging it. That's a lot smoother though. Now they can be slightly smaller. Like 0.4 and 0.8 or something. And let's try that out. We're also gonna have to... What is that initial little... I like that it has a trail. That makes it much better. But it just it gives like an initial like... Is it just that the grenade is so bright? Or is it actually the GPU particles? Get a Singer Tower supercharger once a week. Yeah, it is probably a combination then. I almost want to like wait for a few frames before emitting. What are trails? Mesh skinning, ribbon trail mesh. Probably do something with it that and just get exactly the thing that I want, but not for now. Well, we gotta speed things up here. We got like 5 minutes and then I gotta run. So how can we easily delay this? We can tell it not to emit by default. Something like that. Forgot to set it up. Try again. I think the trail could be less than fully white. I don't really know which color I want though. Because it's another one of those where the color needs to be different depending on... Maybe it should be black. How'd that look? Black, slightly smaller, and then we're done. Could fade it to black over lifetime so it blends better with the actual thing. Wait, 0.3, if I could press the right key. Let's try that. It's easier to track where it is if you do this. And to learn the... It's looking better and better, I think. So we also need screen shake on grenade explosions. Let's do it on the... Is it called explosion? Yeah. I don't know how to do that. I don't have a reference to like something that can do screen shake. This is for after lunch, I think. Maybe like my FPS camera has shake, but I don't have a reference to the FPS camera. We could do this. Static, funk, shake, tests. And then we'll have like static, well, maybe we can just do this. Maybe we can just do this. Static var, can we do static var? Instance, that is an FPS camera, is null. And then here we say like instance equals self. And then inside of something like, not virtual camera, explosion, we can do FPS camera instance shake with some amount. But it's there. It's still not working. Sure. I gotta rush away. That was actually pretty good. First try, man. Sweet. We're gonna probably have a build today. It feels like it. But yeah, I gotta run. So let's do a really quick Twitch because I gotta put on pants and drive 5 minutes. In the car, I didn't even know. Oh, look at that nice thumbnail there. Yeah, I'll be back after lunch. Who's ever here then will be here then. Rock. We owe a few raids to.
Something like this.
So yeah, please, if you can, just go wishlist Ocean Mirror on Steam if you haven't already. Yeah, thank you so much. I'll be back in maybe 2 hours. So yeah, be nice. Hi.
Do you want to go? Do you want to make this line longer for it to look